welcome. Today we are talking about dealing with goiter. Dealing with goiter. Okay, goiter simply means enlarged thyroid gland. Enlarged thyroid gland, an abnormal enlargement of the thyroid gland. Where is the thyroid gland? The thyroid gland is this a butterfly-shaped gland right under the Adam's apple. Okay, a butterfly-shaped gland right under the Adam's apple. Usually, it is not visible unless it's enlarged. So you have seen some people with swelling in front of their neck there. That is, that's an enlarged thyroid gland, okay? And we call it goiter, okay? So what are the functions of the thyroid gland? The thyroid gland produces two hormones, okay? Produces two hormones, the thyroxine, T4, and then triiodothyronine. They produce two chemicals that help the body to function in several ways. We'll talk about the functions later. But so it produces the thyroxine and the triiodothyronine T3, and then T4, in case doctors have written for you to go and do a test called thyroid profile, TSH, T4, and T3. The thyroid gland is the one that produces, okay, so this thyroid stimulating hormone works on the thyroid gland, and then the thyroid gland produces T4 and T3. What are the functions of T4 and T3? They help with metabolism, the breathing, the circulation, the digestion of food and all that. The thyroid hormones help with it. Thyroid hormones, don't forget, are produced by the thyroid gland. Okay, thyroid hormones also help to regulate mood. They help to regulate body temperature. They help to regulate excitability, the pulse, the heart rate, and then several other things in the body. Now, what are the causes of enlarged thyroid glands? There are several of them. Okay, the first one is iodine deficiency. Many people know about this, but they think that all thyroid enlargements are due to iodine deficiency. No. Some are due to iodine deficiency, but not all are due to iodine deficiency. The one that's not due to iodine deficiency, if you start supplementing them with iodine, it might even lead to further enlargement of the thyroid gland, okay? So iodine deficiency, or it can be inflammation of the thyroid gland in what we call thyroiditis, inflammation, toxic inflammation of bacterial or viral inflammation, or whatever leads to an inflammation in the thyroid gland, it can cause that. Also, Graves' disease, which is an autoimmune disease, can lead to enlarged thyroid. Hashimoto's disease is also an autoimmune disease, and it can lead to enlarged thyroid. Other things are thyroid cancer, God forbid. If one has cancer of the thyroid, it can lead to an enlargement, okay? And then pregnancy also can lead to a temporary rise or increase in the size of the thyroid gland. All right, now, so what are the symptoms? How do you tell that this person has enlarged thyroid? Number one, it can be visible. You can see it. It's bigger than normal. Okay, so there's a lump somewhere in front of the neck, depending on the size, under the Adam's apple. Okay, it can be painful, it can be painless. Okay, so they can also be feeling tightness in the throat. Because of the enlargement, it can be compressing on the trachea and the on the trachea particularly, and it can lead to tightness in the throat area. It can lead to hoarseness or scratchy voice, okay, still because of the enlargement. All these signs and symptoms are based on depend on how big the thyroid has enlarged. It can lead to swelling of the neck veins, You have seen some people, the veins will just all come out, and it can be part of it. There can be dizziness, especially when the person raises their hand or their arms above their head like this. That can lead to dizziness, okay? And difficulty breathing. When it's really bad, the person can have issues with difficulty in breathing. They can begin to have cough. They can even begin to have wheezing, squeezing noise of the windpipe, and then there can be difficulty in swallowing. By this time, the enlargement or the lump has really become so very big, and that's not very good. Now, some other manifestations, it could be rapid heart rate, that's rapid pulse rate, unexplained weight loss, diarrhea, or shaking and tremulousness, agitation, okay, excessive sweating. All this happen when there is an overactive thyroid. Okay, so sometimes when the thyroid is swollen, it can lead to overactivity of the thyroid, or it can lead to underactivity of the thyroid. If there is an overactive thyroid, the person could begin to have rapid pulse, that's rapid heart rate, unexplained weight loss, diarrhea, shaking, sweating. The person is agitated, they can't sleep well, they're always feeling hot, always breaking out with sweat. If the thyroid is underactive, that's hypothyroidism, there can be fatigue, there can be constipation, there can be drying of skin, unexplained weight gain, and then abnormal menstruation. These happen when the thyroid is underactive. Okay, so there are different types of thyroid enlargement, and sometimes it can be based on the method of the enlargement. It can be a simple thyroid, it can be a nodular thyroid. So in nodular thyroid, there's a solid cystic collection of water, solid collection of fluid in the thyroid gland. It's called nodular thyroid, or nodular goiter, sorry. And then it can be multinodular, so there are many nodules. Okay, so a nodule is a solid. When you view the thyroid in X-ray, you will see that it contains multiple cysts somewhere there. Okay, so that's one way on the method of enlargement. Another way of considering the type of goiter could be based on the thyroid hormone levels. Okay, so thyroid could be, the goiter could be toxic. There could be a toxic goiter. That's too much thyroid hormone. That's the one that leads to overactive thyroid. It could be non-toxic. It could be toxic, it could be non-toxic, okay, and then it could just be normal thyroid. We call it urothyroid. So the thing is just swollen, but the thyroid hormones are still the same. Okay, sometimes the thyroid is swollen, and then the thyroid hormones are very high. And then sometimes the thyroid can be swollen, and then the thyroid hormones are very low. Okay, so different ways. Now, it's important to say that thyroid swellings occur more in women than in men. It occurs more in women than in men, and then it's more common after age 40. It also occurs more in people who are obese. It occurs more in people who are battling insulin insensitivity, and then in metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a situation where there's borderline or high blood glucose, borderline or high blood pressure, and then high cholesterol in the blood. Okay, so thyroid swelling can also be familial. So there can be a family history, and it can also happen as a result of exposure to radiation. And you know, I won't be surprised if these occurrences increases in this generation, because this phone that we're always carrying here is also some kind of radiation. All right, I will go on a short break, but before I go on a break, I just want to encourage you to follow us on our social media handles on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Dr. Chris Williams on YouTube. Okay, there you see a whole lot of videos that you can benefit from. When you get there, please help us subscribe, and then help us turn on the thumbs up button, click on it. That's like us, or turn on your notification by clicking on the bell button. Also, you can send your inquiries on or your questions to us via WhatsApp. Okay, and then also, if you are watching this, even if you don't have anything, just send to me, Dr. Chris. I watched the episode on thyroid swelling. I will add your number, your WhatsApp number. I will add you to our broadcast list, and then we'll be able to reach you from there. Please, also, if you this program is blessing you, we need sponsorship. You can sponsor us in any way. The account number is there. You can help to, you can, as God lays it on your heart, to support us. You can also place adverts on this program as you like. When I come back, we'll talk more about some of the things that we have. Meanwhile, let me tell you about our books. Towards Sexual Satisfaction is here present. Living a Disease-Free Life. You can get the book. Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases, Reversing Depression Naturally, Make Your Food Your Medicine, and then reverse any disease and recover your health through nutrition. Some other books are Eat to Live, you know, restore your health through detoxification, and then reversing hypertension. When I come back, we'll continue on the discussion we'll continue the discussion on thyroid swelling. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Welcome to Splendor Gardens, Moe, Ogun State. A serviced estate, fenced and gated, with paved roads and streets, 24-hour surveillance and security, and standard recreational facilities. Our strategically planned lots are for all classes of people, from the upper class to the young and upwardly mobile. Available lot sizes are 160 square meters, 220 square meters, 300 square meters, and 600 square meters. For more inquiries, please visit our website www.visgloterproperties.com or call those numbers on the screen. At Splendor Gardens, quality bingos with affordability, beauty, and serenity.
Okay, you are welcome back. It's Family Health, your favorite health program, and today we are discussing dealing with goiter. You know, how the things you need to do in order to overcome goiter naturally, or to even prevent it. We have said over the years, prevention is always surer, less costly, you know, more certain than managing it, preventing it, than trying to cure it. Preventing it is just so wonderful. Okay, so we define what goiter is. We said goiter is enlargement of the thyroid gland. And we said the thyroid gland is this butterfly-like gland under the Adam's apple. Many times it is really not obvious unless it is enlarged. When it is enlarged, we call it a goiter. We looked at the causes. Iodine deficiency, inflammation of the thyroid gland, that's septic inflammation, or germs, maybe bacteria, virus infection of that place. Graves' disease, Hashimoto disease, pregnancy, or thyroid cancer can cause the thyroid gland to be enlarged. Some of the symptoms are lump in front of your neck, okay, feeling of tightness in your throat, hoarseness of voice, neck vein swelling, dizziness, especially when one raises their hands, difficulty breathing, coughing, difficulty swallowing, wheezing, and all that. We said goiter can be toxic, when it is overactive, okay, and it can lead to rapid pulse rates, unexplained weight loss, diarrhea, shaking, and then agitation and sweating. And then we also said that it can be underactive. Goiter can be underactive. Fatigue, tiredness, always feeling sleepy, unexplained weight gain, and all that can occur in underactive goiter. Okay, and then so several things that we said. We said it occurs more in women than in men. It's associated with obesity, insulin resistance, and exposure to radiation and family history. Now, quickly, what is to be done about it? In the hospital, they will give tablets, okay? And it's so important. If you feel you have goiter, you need to see a doctor, and then they will assess you, do the test, send you on the thyroid profile and some other tests, and then they will place you on some tablets, okay? They use several tablets. I do not like mentioning orthodox drugs here because they are prescription drugs. However, let's talk about some of the herbs and supplements that you can use. Okay, ashwagandha is very useful in treating goiter. Okay, turmeric, okay, is also very useful. Flax seeds, eating flax seeds or drinking it, whichever way, is very useful. Okay, lemon balm tea will calm you down if you are battling over active thyroid. Chamomile tea will also calm you down. Nuts and garlic are very, very useful in treating it. Rubbing it with castor oil, massaging it, let me call it that way, with castor oil. Castor oil is very, very penetrative. If you rub it, it has a way of penetrating down the deeper tissues, and then it can lead to the alleviation of such swellings. Okay, you can also do that with coconut oil, and then lemon juice. Taking lemon, non-sweetened, taking lemon juice or adding lemon to water can also help. Other supplements are selenium. Selenium is very, very useful in management of thyroid swellings. Okay, zinc, omega-3. Okay, and then if it is confirmed that it is an iodine deficiency goiter, supplementing with Lugol's iodine can be very useful. Vitamin A, vitamin D, B12, and inositol is also very, very useful. And then iron, taking of iron supplements can also be useful. Okay, so some other things, exercising regularly, okay, and removing stress can also help both in the prevention and in managing it. All right, and then watch what you eat. Watch what you eat. That is always the starting point, actually. Reduce your intake of animal proteins, beef, chicken, turkey. Reduce their intake, considerably. Eat only fish. Grilled fish is good for you. Stop eating fried things. Stop eating. Get away from the habit of eating fried things, and then reduce your intake of carbohydrates, heavy carbohydrates like tuber carbohydrates, high glycemic carbohydrates. Reduce the intakes thereof. Okay, stick with grains. Get your carbohydrates from grains, millet, guinea corn, oats. Blend them, grind them, and then you can use them as your swallow. Sweet things also, you want to stay away from sweet things. Sweet things are never good. I mean, these are the standards, and they are very extremely important. Over the years of practicing this, I've seen it help many people. I've seen it help many, many persons. If you get your diet right, you get several things. Even the supplements you have been taking that are not working, or even the drugs that you've been taking that are not working, all of a sudden begin to work for you. Okay, so that's what we have for today. Do not forget, you can reach us, send your inquiries, your questions, or if you need to be consulted, send your questions to us via WhatsApp, okay, on the number, on this number, and then we'll be able to respond to you. Also, even if you do not have any questions, but you are watching this, send me a note. Say, Dr. Chris, I watched the episode on goiter. I will send it by WhatsApp. I will add your number to my WhatsApp, my broadcast list, and I'll be able to send you messages on a very regular basis. All right, follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and then on YouTube. At the YouTube channel is Dr. Chris Williams YouTube channel. Okay, subscribe there, like us by clicking on the thumbs up button, and then click also on the bells button. That way you turn on your notification. All right. Also, if you're watching this and you have an advert that you think you want to place on this program, let us know. We'll work it out. Okay. And then also, if you have God touches your heart to sponsor this program financially or in any other ways, you want to let us know, call us, and then let's discuss how you can participate in sponsorship of this program. This program obviously has been a blessing to you and many other persons over the years, okay? And if God touches your heart to give back to it, please follow the account details on your screen, or call us for some other account details in case you cannot use this one. Okay, very important. Our books are still on sale. We have Reversing Diabetes Naturally. Reversing Diabetes Naturally is still on sale. Very powerful book and very extremely useful for people who are battling diabetes. Make Your Food Your Medicine is also still available, and this book has been a blessing to many people over the years. Reversing Depression Naturally, it's also very useful and very available. The Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases. Causes and Cure of Chronic Diseases, the automolecular approach is very available and very useful also. Living a Disease-Free Life is available. You can send for all these books from around the country, and we can send them to you, okay? Towards Sexual Satisfaction is available. I do not have on this table right now another book on sex, and that is Sex is Sweet, Enjoy It. That's talking to the married people, but you can order these books, and they are very available. Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition is available. Reverse Any Disease and Recover Your Health Through Nutrition is available. There are some of the books that we also have that are not here, and I will just read them to you. You can write them down if you're interested in them. We'll send them to you. The book on Restore Your Health Through Detoxification is as big and as bulky as the one that I just showed you on Reverse Through Nutrition. So Reverse Through Nutrition, Restore Through Detoxification, you can ask for it. There's another book called Eat to Live. Eat to Live. It's one of the latest from our stable, and it's a fantastic book. Adam and Eve ate and died. You can eat and live, okay? That's a very powerful book that you can get. Also, Spice Up Your Health is about to be out from the press. It's a very powerful book. And then I've spoken about reversing hypertension. That book has been a blessing to several people around the world, okay? So do not forget to tell us that you witnessed this program by sending us a WhatsApp message. Say, Dr. Chris Williams, I watched the program on overcoming goiter or something. I will take your number, add it to our broadcast list, and we'll be able to reach you. Also, if God touches your heart to sponsor this program financially or in any other way, okay, you want to use the details that are here to be a blessing to us and to God and to the kingdom of God. Or if these details are not easily useful to you, you can call us, and then we'll send you the details that you need. Or you send us a message. Send us a message, SMS, WhatsApp. We'll respond to you. All right. Thank you so very much for viewing today. Do not forget, we are here for you. We can come to where you live or to your state or your city. We can come to your church. We can come to your organization and do trainings. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days trainings. We do that. We have done that in several multinationals across the country, and even outside of the country, we have done this. Okay, just let us know. We do our trainings on second Wednesday of every month. That's when we do our trainings, and then if it's a paid training, if you, myself, Dr. Ekele, and some other persons will take you up on some of these things that you know. Thank you so very much for watching. Do not forget what I said about sponsorship. If you are you are touched by God to help us sponsor this program, please let us know. Thank you so much. Bye for now. God bless you.